5 at 5. It's offer review, and we've got some offers to talk about that are of interest for sure. But more importantly, that I got to talk about something that's really been on my mind and probably the hot topic. And I give a shout out to Sam Axe for not only this graph right here, but also the one that I talked about in the power creep video from last week. But I just want to talk about this in general. And what this is this shows the character average of stats percent of max health, damage, focus, resistance, armor, and speed, right? And we have all the characters here before launch, and this gold line right here is for global launch. And then we can scroll over and we'll see that the red line is kind of like the moving average, if you will. And we'll just scroll over and scroll over and see how this goes. Hard to do on my, look at what we got going on over here. And we see Doc Ock, Dr. Doom right there. Look at that. And you see the red line is, we've got this normal progression of power. You know, I think every game needs some power creep. Think about it, right? A new team comes out. Why would you buy it if it's not better than what you already have? So there's always like this upward slant, you know, through inflation, if you will. You know what I mean? And then we get to Silver Surfer and Friends. And this is what I've been calling the new meta, the after Silver Surfer meta, or the ass meta. And that's what it is. We just got this massive power creep. And we see it on this chart right here. And I'm going to refer you also to a philosopher video where he talks about the great reset, how the game is changing, what it means for you. And he talks about how in World of Warcraft, they have these big resets and how everybody got kind of reset back to zero. And he felt like, wow, he spent all this time on stuff and now he can go and do the new raids and they have better gear than all the stuff that he really grinded hard for in World of Warcraft. And it feels like we're in this big reset. And I'll give you an example. Silver, right here, Captain Sam, right? I have a 6 yellow, 7 red Guardian, gear tier 15 with 388,000 health. And someone in chat said that they had a 2 yellow, 2 red Captain Sam, gear tier 15, ISO 3 with 380,000. You know, where my 6/7/15 Red Guardian has 308. There is this massive power creep coming on. Now, the upside to this is that people are saying is like, wow, the new players can get these new characters. A lot of them are showing up here at the top. And things are, you can get ahead, and you get Silver Surfer and all. You can see where they're at and you can focus. Now, the problem with that is that a lot of these other characters back here are still required for other parts of the game, to get through the Doom 1 and Doom 2 campaign, right? You need very specific teams. And my suggestion for that is you're going to have to develop them up, but the idea is to put a minimum amount of resources in to get through those game modes, and that's fine. And then also, symbiotes are still a vital thing right now for progress, specifically in Doom 2 or Doom 3 and Doom, Dark Dimension 3 and Dark Dimension 4. I don't know how you get through those without symbiotes, but how do you get symbiotes right now? How do you get symbiote Spider-Man? How do you get Antivenom? And a lot of endgame players are worried about the symbiotes being replaced by something better. We'll have to see. And it's it feels like, I'm dumping all these resources right now into my symbiotes, like tons of resources into my symbiotes, and they can barely get through Doom difficulty 1 in the raids every day. That Bionos is really hard. And it's like, is that just all these extra resources I'm dumping into them now going to be a waste when they sell us something? And think about this. And I've been talking about this a lot, is like, and I think this is important. Remember when symbiotes came out last October and symbiotes were really strong, and back then it was a different game. You had one arena team and one raid team, and you had one raid team and you went through Ultimus and you were good. And that best raid team was symbiotes, and they were amazing and they felt really good. And they were so much better than everything else. And we were thinking, oh, we got symbiotes will carry us. And then we got into Dark Dimension 4. And it was very obvious to me and very obvious to everybody that they tuned that stuff so incredibly specific for symbiotes. Like there were nodes in there and characters in there that felt like they were just symbiote killers. And then we get into Doom 1 and Doom difficulty 1.1, and there's nodes. It's specifically designed for symbiotes. Now, think about it like this: the amazing power of symbiotes. All it did is made, characters that aren't symbiotes not effective at all. In fact, completely useless in Dark Dimension 4 and also in the Doom difficulty 1, with the exception of maybe Phyla. I think Phyla works pretty good in there sometimes, not better than Antivenom. But think about it. The massive power boost that was achieved with symbiotes coming out, and then they tuned future content to them. What did that do for everybody that was not a symbiote when it comes to, the Bio City in Dark Dimension 4 and Dark Dimension and in Doom difficulty 1 and difficulty 1.1 in the raids? What is it? I mean, nothing else really works, right? You can only use symbiotes. So, what do you think is going to happen with skill in Captain America? What do you think is going to happen with Mystic, with the Death Pool? They're making them really good. And whatever is coming out next, Doom difficulty 2, is going to be tuned for that character, and everything else is useless. Is that a good thing? I mean, maybe this right here is just a new way of play, a new player's game. Maybe this is a great reset. Maybe this is a good thing. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. All I just know is that in general, and I know that there's a lot of parts of the game that need specific teams and specific characters to get through, specifically like the Doom campaigns and things like that. And it takes a lot of time to get through that. But in general, right now, I got to say, the smartest place to put resources, if it helps you get through those pieces, is going to be in these newer characters. And I agree with Philosopher when he said the other day, it's like, I remember is like Captain Sam Wilson's out, and Maria Hill and Sharon Carter. It's like, well, what do I need them for, right? Well, they're just really strong. The other day I went into war, and it was in the flight deck, and there was a very strong, a Secret Avenger team, and my Black Order couldn't kill it. They wiped my Black Order, and that was kind of felt bad. It's like, oh, they're strong, and that's because of this right here. So what do you think about that? I mean, I know we've been talking about this a little bit too much, and then also this goes to other problems. RTA is a Kestrel nightmare. If you don't have Kestrel, how do you play RTA right now? Literally, it's Kestrel and friends. I'm using Kestrel with Dad Bros and Emma, and then Proxima to get that. And if I put Raider on Proxima, it would be even better, but to get that early crit so that they all get the turn meter. But it's Kestrel and Kestrel. And if you don't have Kestrel, how is RTA anything? I mean, I think Kestrel's everywhere. So let's get to offer review. There's going to be some offers that I'm going to consider here. And let's keep going here and see how this goes. All right, couple things first. Not a fan of this at all. Gear Tier 14s. I understand why they're selling this, but this is barely enough for one little tiny piece on a character for $15. This is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. And there's a massive skill shortage because we've had skill on skill on skill on skill on skill on skill forever now. Also, we've had no villains in forever. We haven't had a proper villain since Yellow Jacket. I know Doom's a villain, but still, no villains this year at all. Very strange to me. Don't approve of that offer. And then we have a similar offer here. These are Gear Tier 14s, which largely all those pieces are available. Limited amounts are available inside the Doom campaigns. Upgrade to Premium right here. So this is being offered to me because of I've already bought the Battle Pass, and this will allow me to save time. Basically, this is an offer if I don't want to play RTA. Think about that. They're selling me something so I don't have to play a game mode. That's what this is right here. It's very strange to me. Then let's talk about this. And we're going to buy this, but I'm going to explain why. First of all, I do not have... These are Maria Hill orbs right here. And I do not have Maria at 5 stars. And I'm worried about Maria Hill being an unlock for a legendary character or something like that. And so this is kind of unique to me. At best, I value these orbs at $3 a piece. Then secondly, they have not had many gold offers that are remotely reasonable in a long time. They're really holding on to gold. And right now, I think that gold in gear tier 13s and 14s to a certain degree is the primary choke point, where they've relieved other choke points in this game a little bit, not a lot, but some of the bottlenecks have not as strong. But right now, we're going into they're boosting characters level cap increase, and gold's going to be even, and it's going to be ridiculous. How much is it going to cost to go from 80 to 85? I don't think it's going to be less than 2.5 million. It's probably going to be 500,000 per level. Probably 2.5 million to go from 80 to 85. Anyways, value this right here at $14. I value those right there at $6. So the rest of this is kind of bonus. So I got 300k gold. This right here is 14s, which I need, and then I don't have any value on that. So I'm going to buy this today, and I will reassess this, and I'm not going to buy both. I may reassess this for tomorrow and see if it's worth it then. We've got Amazon coins right here where you can save up to 20%. Links in the description. And let's toggle away from this so I can put in my password, and we'll go on to the rest of offer review. I don't know if there's going to be much other stuff in there. We have to look through my other account as well. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, what do we got here? All right, we got it. Okay, let's go through the rest of offer review and see what else we got. Boy, we're having a fun night tonight. We're amped up. All right. Okay. Golden bundle. And hopefully I get enough to get my Maria to 5 stars. I'm actually kind of worried about Maria. I didn't have the energy to do a lot of blitzing when Maria was blitzing. Special superior unique offer. And I imagine this is for Ebony Maw. And this is a typically there's hidden offers almost always for these gear tier 13s, which are $15 for 10. So is this a good deal? I don't know. My suggestion is if, on 13s, which are these uniques, which they said they're going to opening up and making them a little bit more available, is when they show up in the supply store, I typically buy them up until 61 because to take a character all the way from 0 to 15, currently in its current form, you need 61 of them. And so if I have 45 or something like that, I'll buy them with gold when I see them. But if you need it, I guess, I'm still not a big fan of spending money on these. I won't be buying this. Let's move on. Daily costume bits offer. So this is for the costume for the Gamora and the Daredevil. I don't have a valuation on that. Let's move on. This is garbage, beyond garbage. Last week they sold for $1. I think 500 of these. 500 for $1. There's no way. This is not even close to the right price. This is so terrible. This is anchor pricing to make you feel good about spending $1. That's all this is. This is absolutely trash. Marked man offer. So Bishop is available in the War Store. Him and Longshot are kind of I'm gunning for them constantly. Also, Bishop is kind of like the core member of the Astonishing X-Men team, which is my current favorite team to use for the mutant nodes inside of the Doom Raid. But I already have him at $6. I'm not going to be buying him. Also, 50 character shards for $30 is never a tremendous value. Let's move on. Sharon Carter. Again, these new teams are really strong. Secret Avengers are really strong. I'm personally not trying to get them any higher than 5 stars. I'm happy with this entire team at 5 stars, and I'm not really trying to go any higher than that, or at least not spending money anyways. 50 character shards for $30 is generally not a good deal ever, but let's move on. Yelena, I can't recommend this. First of all, she's hard node farmable, and she is such a limited use on offense and war, against a handful of teams. Yes, they're okay, but they're not amazing really. And I feel like as the teams are like right now, as far as like spending money, I'm not spending on a money that was pre-Silver Surfer at this time. I'm really backing off of that. Let's move on. Premium Orb Pack. Oh, this is garbage. At best, I value Premium Orbs at $1 a piece. So that is $11. And these are the Arena Orbs. Oh my God. I don't know what to value Arena Orbs are. I mean, these Arena Orbs, I guess they have a 10% chance of getting Shatter Star. I don't know what I can't even, 10 cents for one of those? I don't know. Maybe a little higher than that, but not, if this is worth $11, it's not making up the difference, that's for sure. This is a terrible offer. Let's move on. Legacy 2 Orb Bundle. Okay, so I was valuating these at 50 cents, and I'm dropping my pricing to 33 cents a piece on these. And the idea here is that these are year 2 characters. So we got Legacy 2. Legacy 1 was like the first year and launch characters. Legacy 2 is like year 2 characters. There's some decent characters in there. There's also gold gear and purple, but my understanding is not a lot. You know, so if you take a look at the orb, and if you want, but personally, I'm thinking 33 cents a piece is the right price. You got 8 orbs right here at 33 cents. Doesn't come up to $5. Let's move on. ISO 8 energy offers. So I'm just going to say this in general. Right now, I'm a big fan of ISO 8 energy because of the double drop rates that have happened in the last patch. Also, I'm not a fan of any offers that include mostly orbs. I'm just not a fan of those anymore. So this offer is mixed, and so do what you got to do. I think I've recommended this. I've never bought this, but I've recommended this in the past. I think this is trash. I also think this is trash. I think this is garbage. Boy, Gear Tier 15s, random at $1.50 a piece. Boy, and I know we bought these, 6 months ago or so when we were trying to get Doom as quickly as possible. Let's move on. Mega Orb Sale. I'm not even buying these at $5 a piece anymore. No way. Not even worth at best. I mean, and the best I was recommending these at $5, but $20, no way. Let's move on. Trash. All right, Orb Draft. So in the past I bought that, but I'm not gonna buy this tonight, and I'll explain why. Red Stars are valued at $1.50. Premium Orb are valued at $1, maybe. Training Orbs are valued at $1.50, but I have a bunch right now. I have so many Training Orbs right now. $1.50, and then basic orbs I value that at 90 cents. Now in the past I used to value this at like $2, $1, $2, and $1, and so I was like, yeah, I'll buy this. But I think what's happened is I really don't need red stars. I really don't need training orbs. I don't need premium orbs. I don't need any of this stuff, so I'm not going to buy it. But the valuation's there. If you need these items, it's an okay value. But anyway, so we call it a guppy snack, if you will. Limited time sale. Boy, this is bad. The other offer up there is way, way better. It had 14,000 fragments, 300,000 gold, plus it had 2 Maria Hill orbs, and then it had a Gear Tier 14 orb, and it also had like a Legacy 1 or 2 orb. So that's just absolutely trash. Or consumable bundle. The idea here is to blitz a lot and refresh the store rather than spending for these if you need these currency right here. So this is not a great deal. Power core deal. I've never bought this, but this seems reasonable enough. I would like this a lot more if I had 225. So $3, worth the cores, but it doesn't. Anyways, let's move on. And all this stuff down here is just absolutely garbage. Let's see if there's a 10 for 10. Oh, it took me all the way to the top. That's very interesting. I don't think we have a 10 for 10. Let's toggle over to my free-to-play account, see what we got going on over there, and see if there's any offers. They probably have some offers. We've got probably a Star-Lord legendary event around the quarter or something like that. All right, we like that. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Beast. Oh, my goodness. Beast is hard nor farmable. So I can't say that this is anything special at all. Again, not a great deal. Not too special. He's available in the War Store. Sharon Carter is not available anywhere. And the thinking here is, for me, I wanted to get the Secret Avenger team up to 5 stars just in case there's going to be a legendary locked behind them. It feels that way in the sense that Captain Sam is double strike time pass release, which is feels a lot like Polaris. Let's move on. Nope. All right. Nope. Not really. That's okay. No. That's okay. No. That's okay. No. All right. What do you think about this power leap, power creep thing that's going on? I'm trying to see that there's an upside to this, and I'd like to believe that there's a plan and that this reset's going to be a good thing, but I'm not sure. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.